one of the things that strikes me that Andy Burnham's going to have to adjust to is the power of his words. So as Mayor of Greater Manchester, you could say a lot of things and they might get picked up, they might not. If you're Prime Minister, every word you say matters. So yesterday morning, so Burnham gets into number 10 and then he did a huddle in the Rose Garden with political editors. So we stood around him and it was a very limited huddle. We had 4 questions before he was ushered off to something else. So less than 7 minutes long. And I can tell you, he made 4 stories in the space of that time with his comments. First of all, he said that he was going to obviously exploit any flexibility in the fiscal rules for additional borrowing to invest in infrastructure. That was a big story. Secondly, he said that he wanted to make social care free at the point of use, like the NHS effectively, the NHS principle he called it. Well, that would cost somewhere in the region of £18 billion. Thirdly, he toyed with the idea of rent freezes. He said that they are looking at rent freezes. And there was another story. Yeah.
Was it the thresholds?
Yeah, it was the threshold. So it was 2 things. He talked about, as he said in his interview with Patrick, he's concerned about the personal allowance, which is the amount you can earn tax-free before the income tax kicks in. But then he refused to rule out increasing the additional rate of income tax to 50p. Now, that isn't the policy. I know for a fact that is not something he's going to do. They've been clear they will respect the Labour manifesto, which says you cannot increase the rates of income tax, but nonetheless, that created headlines and it all had an impact. It had an impact on the cost of government borrowing. I was suddenly inundated with messages from landlords, groups that were concerned about it. Like right now, there is a premium on everything he says and everything he said is newsworthy, and that is an adjustment.